They told us he died in the war. They said he was gone, a hero, killed in action. We mourned him like the world said we should. A folded flag on the table. My mum collapsed when they handed it to her. My little sister kept asking, "When is Daddy coming home?" And we kept whispering what we didn't believe ourselves. He's not. We buried him in our hearts. We spoke about him in past tense. We tried to move on, whatever that meant. 8 months later, one quiet morning, the doorbell rang. Ding dong. The sound was ordinary, but that moment would never be. Mum opened the door, and I swear I heard her soul scream before her voice did. She gasped, staggered back. And there he was, alive, standing right there, clothes loose on his frame, face thinner, eyes deeper, but unmistakably him. Our dad. My sister ran into his arms crying, Mum sobbed like her lungs were empty, and I just stood frozen. He didn't say a word, just pulled us into him like he'd been drowning for 8 months and we were air. I tried to be the man of the house, I finally said, my voice cracked. I was just a kid. And he whispered back, "You were their shield. And now I'm home." We held him like we could anchor him to us. Like if we let go for even a second, he might vanish again. We had already said goodbye forever. We had folded his clothes, deleted his number, learned how to smile through grief. We had whispered good night to a grave that held only a name. And then, somehow, forever walked back in. That night, none of us slept. We sat in the living room, no lights, just moonlight spilling through the curtains, just watching him. My mum kept touching his face, like she was trying to memorize it all over again. My sister fell asleep on his chest, breathing slow and safe. And I stayed beside him, afraid that if I blinked, he'd be gone again. He told us everything, not all at once, not with perfect clarity, but in pieces, about the ambush, the silence, the confusion, how he was listed dead because no one lived to correct it, how he clawed his way back, not just home, but back to himself. He said, "I saw your faces every night. That's what brought me back." And I realized he didn't just survive war, he survived the weight of being forgotten, of being mourned too soon. In the days that followed, people came to the door in shock. Neighbors, friends, the priest who gave his eulogy. There were tears, laughter that hurt our cheeks, and long, impossible hugs. We learned how to live again, not like before, but better, slower, kinder, with more "I love you" and fewer missed dinners. Because when you've lost someone once, you love them like every moment is your second chance. So yes, once we said goodbye, forever, and somehow, forever came home. Not in a fairy tale, but in a body that had suffered, a soul that had wandered, and a heart that had finally come back to us. And this time, we're not just holding on, we're holding tight.